The Joe Rogan Experience.
I want to show the video of Biden walking up the stairs of Air Force One. Walked a little too spryly for my
But
for my
can
money.
we talk about just how objectively insane this is right now?
That we're arguing whether or not the president is really alive.
But also, like, everything that's happened in the past, 10, 11 days?
Yeah.
And there's a large, we were all talking about this before we started recording. There's a large population of people who are acting like this is all just normal. Like, what's the big deal? All the, like, people who are probably still wearing masks, they're all like, what's the big deal? This is I'm like, if this was Trump and he was like, if just reverse parties and this was happening with Republicans, it would be literally Hitler going on, the end of democracy. It's fucking banana town.
Zoom in this fake Biden real quick. Just kidding. Go full screen. Not him. Not him.
He has no idea where he is.
How are you feeling since you dropped out of the race, sir?
This is sad.
Can Harris beat Trump?
He's walking pretty good.
I don't know. This is sad.
Or that's a 40-year-old guy in a suit.
But
What do you
Trump
think?
nearly got assassinated. Has there been...
Look at those hands. Those are young hands.
He
need
dropped
stabilized
out of the
footage.
race with a notes apology. Like,
I want to analyze this like the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot footage.
See his gait compared to other.
Yeah, I want to see his gait. I want to study his gait with fucking AI software. Hey, Chat GPT, tell me if this is the real Joe Biden based on how he walks.
I did see someone put. It also could be fake. They put the audio of the phone call in to
Yes.
like 11 Labs, and it said it was like 98% chance it wasn't real.
Yes. Yeah, I
don't
sent
know if
that
that
to.
was real,
Did
yeah.
I send
To
it
me.
to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me send that to you too, Jamie. Because
but when I texted you about Trump, it was like, I was like, is this the first? It's fucked up that we even live in a time where all of our first reaction, which rightfully is this real? Like, when I heard about Trump, I was like, is this AI?
Yeah, everything seems fake. People were thinking that. I mean, didn't that one lady tweet that she thought that Trump only got shot in the head so he doesn't go to jail?
Wait, so it
you
was
know that?
him?
She
Who?
was trying to. I'll tell you right in a second after I sent that thing to Jamie.
This is, I mean,
the world's gone bananas.
I get kind of turned on by all the chaos because I come from it. Like, I do. I'm like, please stop. I'm going to start masturbating to Twitter. It's too much. It's just too hot.
It's so crazy. It's just like every day it's crazier. Okay, who it is? Gail Helt. She said, so it says, Donald, this is like Aaron Rupert said, Nancy Mace apparently said this. I guess it was on one of those news channels. Donald Trump literally took a bullet for our country. And this lady posts, no, he didn't. He was hit with a bullet because he's desperate to stay out of prison. Now, supposedly these are deleted tweets. So this might be bullshit. So we have to find out that because the Russians are always trying to keep us at each other's throats,
Yeah,
ladies and
they're
gentlemen.
good.
And then there's the 4chan trolls, so that might not even be a real tweet.
Yeah.
So let's find out if that's a real tweet.
It
Because
might
otherwise,
not.
I'm going to make you cut that out so we don't get sued.
I'm not sure how to find out if it's real.
Who is Gail Haight, first of all? Helt. Gail Helt. H-E-L-T.
Why would you get sued? By who?
Oh, people sue you if you read a fake tweet.
With their name on
Who is
it?
that lady?
Twitter account? Which Twitter account should I look up?
The Twitter account. Hold on, sorry.
This is amazing.
I know. Hilarious.
No.
It doesn't come up as Helt
It's
Gale.
G-H-E-L-T.
Oh, that's the account.
But it feels like the Trump thing's already out of the news cycle.
Oh, yeah. What's the big deal? You just got shot in the head. Yeah.
No press conference? Nothing.
Did she get rid of her account? That's the lady. Yeah. So that's the claim.
CIA analyst.
CIA analyst.
Honeypot. Don't click on it. What?
His account does exist. So she killed her account after this.
This is weird.
Yeah.
And do you know that Biden, when he announced that he was not going to seek re-election, it was National Ice Cream Day? I was like, we live in a simulation.
Look at context, morons. The point was that no, he didn't take a bullet for his country. The point was that he's running to stay out of prison, and thus is why he took a bullet. No one believes he set himself up, and you're a fool for trying to twist this into that. Gaslight. You didn't say it very well if that's what you meant.
What?
Yeah, she must have deleted her account.
Yeah, you did not say it very well if that's what you meant. If that is what you were trying to say, well, you did a bad job of expressing yourself.
Oh my
you can't
God,
call
sounds
people
so crazy.
morons because you literally said that. He was hit with a bullet because he's desperate to stay out of prison. Like, that can be interpreted in a lot of ways.
This is end of
So
days.
here's the thing about the AI voice thing. So play this.
I know yesterday's news was surprising and it's hard for you to hear, but it was the right thing to do. I know it's hard because you poured your heart and soul into me.
Okay, now listen.
Let's just go on old 11 Labs and see if that's really all they probably used for this. So, upload.
I love it.
Nerds cannot be stopped. Very likely. Probability 98%.
Looks like, they didn't even really try.
But he's
98%.
He's gonna speak tomorrow soon.
That
allegedly.
guy in the fucking makeup is going to speak. That 40-year-old guy with them 40-year-old hands. That guy had young man hands. He
You
didn't
think
have
he's
dead
dead?
man hands. Oh, I don't know. But here's the thing. If you have a letter like that, okay, and this is how he resigns or says he's not going to run again with a letter. The letter does not have a presidential seal on it, and the letter has a digital signature on it, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it was, right? Okay, maybe. But before that, before
Maybe
he
he
got
just said-
COVID, didn't he say that he wasn't going to quit? He did,
Yeah.
right? So
they killed him.
well, there's been a lot of weird stuff. We haven't seen him since then, right? And then he gets COVID, and then all of a sudden he says he can't. And they also said that they gave him 10 doses of Paxlovid. Is that true? Google that. Because I read that, that might be some Russian troll shit, because they might be saying, like, they're waiting for doctors to go, that would kill him. Why do you give him 10 doses? That's fucking insane.
They're like, well,
This
we couldn't
guy's-
kill Trump,
The
so
guy that
now we
made
got
that
to
tweet
kill
said that
Biden.
he might have been exposing a glitch where every few times that app says that when anything was created by it.
Oh, well, here's one way to find out. Why don't we take a segment of us talking right now, upload it, and see if it thinks that we're AI. Can we do that?
I can't do that
How come?
because we're recording it right now, and I'd have to stop recording it.
Can we stop recording for just 5 seconds and then do that?
That would take no.
No?
That's
Can I
fine.
record something on your phone and then maybe you upload it to that? I'm just curious.
I could get
Imagine?
I could get an older podcast and do it.
Oh, yeah, do that. Yeah, put a little chunk up there. Let's see what's up. Wouldn't that? How funny would that be?
If
How
it's like
funny would it be?
98%
People would be
fake.
like, then here's the new conspiracy. Joe Rogan is AI. The government created him. That's the whole reason why that show became popular. There's no fucking way they would allow that show to say the crazy shit they did. It's all ops. It's all undercover, deep ops.
Everything's an op.
Controlled opposition.
That was what they all said about me when I came on the scene. When I started writing and talking, they were like, she's a deep state plant sent to undermine conservatism.
Are you? No. Here's the thing. If you were on the outside looking in, you probably would think that that's the case. But if you want to pay attention to the way this whole administration's going, pay attention to Karine St. Pierre, whatever the fuck her name is, the White House press secretary, accidentally tweeting Trump's post from her account, wrong account. Remember that? Remember when she did that?
yeah.
This is incompetence. And if you look at
Yeah.
the crew of people that's responsible for the press in the White House, they're all like young kids.
Yeah.
They're all young kids, first job, and she's their boss, okay? And then you look at that guy that was the fucking Sam Brinton that was stealing women's clothes, and he was in charge of nuclear energy. Everywhere you look, Pete Buttigieg, all these people, it's incompetence.
Oh, I
it's
know.
massive incompetence glued together. I don't
the
think
Secret Service.
I don't think there's a grand plan. I think there's
This is what my husband always
a
says.
bunch of really incompetent people scheming and banging heads and not knowing what to do and arguing with each other
and
there's
afraid to lose their jobs.
chaos and a dude who's 40 years old in a Biden suit, and that's
And also the deep state conspiring behind all of it to make it look like it's just these incompetent dummies.
they
no,
think that everybody's somehow or another like some sort of a plan.
But this
I
was
wish
like the
I could tell
Secret
you where you
Service
would
stuff.
understand me and believe me. I think most of the things that you think are like deep state are not. I think this whole thing is way more chaotic than we give it credit for. It's not as easy as like they're manipulating us, they're controlling us. Yeah, they're fucking trying for sure, but it's not working anymore, and that's part of the problem.
Right.
It's not like before in the past, no one had internet search access to how much money Nancy Pelosi was making.
Yeah, you'd be like, all right.
They just did it. They were doing it forever. They just did it that way. And no one knew, right? Except the people that also did it. Because they were doing it too. Which is why they never call each other out.
Right.
They're all a bunch of criminals. So now that we all know that, like this is all, everything's been exposed to the point where they want to keep justifying the way they're doing things. They got to be very clever about it. So I can't wait to find out the results, whether or not I'm AI.
You are AI.
Imagine if the world is a simulation, I might be AI.
I was talking to a family member about like just the incompetence and the Secret Service stuff and hiring these people, and they're they're firemen basically, and they were telling me that they had to hire like an actual. He's like, none of these are lies. They had to hire an autistic kid, and he's like, this kid hides in the bathroom and takes naps during the day, but once you kind of hire these, neurodivergent people or whatever, you can't really fire them. So they had to like track it and like keep. And he said another guy they hired who was like something wasn't right, got into a minor fender bender in one of the trucks and like froze up. And he's like, this is a first responder who froze up when they got into and wouldn't get out of the truck. And he's like, I'm not making any of this up. He's like, how am I supposed to fucking work with this shit?
That's crazy.
And he was saying the same thing about the Secret Service and all that. He's like, this is a woman who like she worked, she was like buds with Jill, and she was like from Pepsi before, and instead of putting like some Marine in charge.
Okay, look, they ran the sample, very unlikely, so it was right. Probability of 2.0%. It's very unlikely this audio was generated with 11 labs or the audio was manipulated.
Try it a few times and see if it keeps doing it.
Try it a few times, but now we also need to do an AI generated.
But hold on a second. That makes sense. Like that means it's accurate.
Well, so what I was said, this guy said, this is the guy who made the original tweet.
Right.
This is the guy who posted the goofy little glitch that makes 11 labs say his voice was AI generated once every few tests.
Okay, this is the guy who posted the goofy little glitch. Okay, so this was a funny shower thought which yourselves and the entire internet placed a near infinite more of thought. What?
This person is drunk.
This person is out of their fucking mind. Into than I did.
Please carry about your business
More
and stop
about
harassing,
thought.
even about being. Did fucking AI write this?
Maybe. You could.
Yours truly, the guy whose cringy jokes often go way too far and the internet scares me. Please help. Okay.
I think he was just fucking around.
Maybe. But the point is that we can't listen to anything he's saying now and take it seriously. The other thing, though, sounded like AI to me. It sounded like there's a weird, if you could play it again. Well, no, there's a weird fake expression. There's a smell. Like when you hear it, there's a smell. Like there's a bunch.
I know yesterday's news was surprising and it was hard for you to hear, but it was the right thing to do. I know it's hard because you poured your heart and soul into me.
It just seems there's something, the heart and soul into me. It's like, something into me. It's like it's a robot talking. It's ex machina. It's not a person.
Yeah, it's like triggering your uncanny valley.
100%. It's triggering my bullshit meter.
Yeah.
Now, I 100% am only saying this because he's missing.
He's not missing.
If I had not seen, except for the guy in the suit, if there was a time where there was no question about whether Joe Biden was alive, and I heard that, I would go, oh, that's probably Joe Biden. Just for full disclosure.
Do you think that some accident will happen, or like, a medical emergency before the speech?
Well, that's what Alex Jones was saying. Alex Jones is saying they failed to kill Trump, so now they're going to kill Biden because they can't have him run against Trump because he can't beat Trump. But if Trump got shot, Biden would win in a landslide.